So, can you tell me a little bit about what a Minister of Tourism does and what your portfolio is?
Well, I think a Minister of Tourism, since I don't have all the levers, I don't have my own portfolio. I'm a portfolio, but I don't have my own department, I would say. So I'm the champion of the tourism sector in government, and I make sure that all ministers that actually have an impact in the industry knows what the impact is and how they can help this industry. So that's my job.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh, thank you. And is this your first time visiting Niagara?
Well, I came here when I was really, really young. I'm an immigrant. We are political refugees, and I came here with my family very young. Because one of the things when you're Canadian and they show you as Canadian is the icon of the waterfalls. So we had to come and see the waterfalls.
Yes.
And I remember being very young and watching the waterfalls, but not being able to do anything else because my parents don't come from a very wealthy family. And coming back to the region as a Minister of Tourism, I find it really interesting and kind of life full circle.
Well, we're happy to have you here. And why are you visiting, actually? Let's talk about that. Why are
You know what? I think we have to go be further than just the waterfalls. I think it's the icon and it's a superpower of tourism, but the whole region is so much more, and it's grown to be so much more. And when you are in a place like this, in a winery like this, you feel like you're somewhere else, but you're in Canada.
It's true.
And I think people need to see that great opportunity of what the tourism can be for the next 10, 20 years in this region.
I could not agree more with that, absolutely. And then, what does tourism look like in Canada in 2024?
I think we have what people are looking for. I think we have, authenticity, great landscape, great people. I mean, we can give not only an experience to people, we can actually give them human connections, and they can actually come here and feel things, right? Not only eat and see, but actually feel things at a human level that will make them want to come back.
I agree.
And they become the most ambassador and advocates for our own tourism sector, and I think that's what we can offer, and that's what people are looking for. The people are looking for authenticity.
100%.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And what does the government do to help out the tourism industry?
So if you think about the winery sector, for instance, we talk about the tax on the winery, so that I think it's going to help for the next 2 years, and then see how we can better grow the sector in the future. But that's one kind of a great thing. I mean, we were there for the Tourism Relief Fund, making sure that we're helping the sector, because the tourism sector was the sector that closed, totally closed down.
Yes.
So we were there to make sure that we had the support to be able to regain the momentum that we had before the pandemic. And we are growing the sector, and we're putting strategy on the table and putting money on the table to help SMEs and help the tourism sector to grow. And that's what we're doing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. And what about the wine industry?
So the wine industry, I think people need to know us in terms of what we're doing. We were talking earlier about people, when we talk about Napa Valley, people know what it is, right? So we need to know when we're talking about Niagara wineries, we need to know what it is.
We are a wine country.
We are a wine country. Yes. People don't associate us with that, and I think it's a huge industry for us and a huge industry here in the region. So I think it's, for the future, I think a huge opportunity to develop a new kind of tourism in the sector, that it's not only the waterfalls and the wineries, it's one piece of that.
I love that. I love that. And what are the biggest industry challenges to tourism right now?
Well, I think we share a lot of challenges across the country, but I would say transport, I would say labor, and I would say climate change.
Yes.
And we have to make sure that we're tackling the fight of our lives, which is the climate change. That we're supporting that. It's not a switch on off, right?
No, of course
So we
not.
have to keep at it. It's a work in progress, and we have to make sure that the sector is well prepared to face those challenges. Transport, we have to make sure that people get here. We have to make sure that people go from point to A to B, that we welcome them in the airports and in the borders and etc. And labor, we have to make sure that our next generation of workers see this industry as a career path and not only as summer jobs.
Yes.
Because we want to keep them all year round. And at the end, growing the sector means what? Having more people come, stay longer, spend more money,
Yes.
and coming back.
And drink more
And
wine.
drink more wine. No, don't drink too much.
What would you say your favorite place to visit is in Canada?
That's a hard question because they're so different and at the same time so unique. So it's kind of difficult to pick one. I'm from Montreal. I mean, of course, I have one of the biggest icons in Canada, which is the Olympic Stadium. It's in my writing. So I mean, of course, please come and see us.
Yes.
But yes, I mean, Niagara with the waterfalls. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, just to see that nature that was there even before us. There's a history there that we can share with the world. If you go to BC, the indigenous tourism in BC is absolutely amazing. When you think about the Yukon and the nature, when you think about the north, we're northern people.
Yes.
But at the same time, we have a winery and we have wine, our own wine.
Isn't it great?
So we have what the world wants, and I think that's great.
I completely agree. And I'm just going to finish up with, what are you most proud of as Minister of Tourism?
What I'm most proud of, I would say that the people of this industry. I mean, I've met so many great, engaged, and passionate people.
Yes.
And I think sharing that passion with my own colleagues in government and other provincial governments and municipalities, I think I'm so proud to be your minister.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Well, we're proud to have you. Thank you very much for all of my questions being answered today, and
Well,
for
thank you so
visiting
much.
and for inviting me to.
Well,
speak
I'm
with
hearing
you.
this is kind of new for you. to
It
do
is.
This,
It's a
right?
little bit new, but
good.
I'm happy. I'm excited, and as a travel advisor myself, I am very interested in tourism, and I
Yes.
love wine tourism. So this is
Well, you're gonna have
perfect.
fun to kind of do an audio of this.
I think so. I think so.
All right. Well, congratulations for all your work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Cheers.
for promoting your region and the tourism industry.
Absolutely. Okay.